Hi beautiful people, hope you're all doing well and you're keeping safe. So today I just want to talk about something. I want to ask you something. Do you live in the moment? Like, do you enjoy like the current state that you're living? What you have? Do you live in that moment? Do you celebrate that moment? Because let's say for instance, if you just sit back and take your mind back, like back in few years back, and you just remember the things that you used to ask God, the things that you used to request God to give you, to just do them in your life. Like, okay, let's say for instance you asked God to bless you with a child, you asked God to bless you with your own work, you did ask God to bless you with a husband, a wife, kids, you did ask God to bless you with your home, ujenge tu, ama like you buy things in your home, the things that you desire, the things that you love to have. And like right now, as I'm speaking to you, you have them. Even if you haven't accomplished all of them, like you can just sit down and count 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. There's some time back then I used to ask God, if God you could just bless me. I used to desire to have that. But now I have them. And I don't celebrate. I don't enjoy having them. I don't feel good. I don't see myself happy. Like being grateful for what I have. Have you ever sat down and just take a moment back and enjoy in that moment? Because I tend to think like that's why we most of the people we lost, because for me, I remember back then I used to ask God, ukinibariki na nyumba yangu, ukinibariki na watoto wangu, ukinibariki like nyumba yangu ikae in a certain way, I will be so happy. I will appreciate. I will be grateful. I'll be the happiest lady. Now God blessed us. We worked, and at least we managed to have what we have now, to live like the life that we are living now. I know there are a lot of challenges, but what I asked God, what you asked God to bless you with, you have it right now. Why don't you love it? Why don't you embrace it? Why don't you like care for it? Why don't you just live in that moment as we wait for our next step? Because I came to realize this, and I think I'm not the only one. Like, okay, kama umebarikiwa na gari, like you are there, manzi nataka gari ingine. But you forget, there's a time you used to ask God, mimi nataka tu hii gari yake Mungu, ukinibariki na hii, I'll be so happy. That's how human we are, because the moment you are blessed with that car, for instance, hautatulia, mind yako inaanza nao to see the bigger one, the bigger picture, the big things. You forget, you asked God to bless you with this, even if it's small to start with. Instead, you drive it with confidence, with joy, with like being happy, praising God that you have it now. When we get it, we stop. We don't like celebrate. We don't like enjoy that happy road before like God shifts us and like takes us to another step. We are human. But I'm here to tell you and to tell myself that we need to stop and just live for a moment and appreciate what we have. Like, tukwe too happy with what we have. What we asked God, kama uko nayo, ebu kumbuka saa irudisha mind yako nyuma, uliza Mungu, God, there's some things I asked you back then, maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, and right now 2024, this month of March, not April, you have blessed me with 1, 2, and 3. What I used to admire, what I used to just ask nikuwe na ile, ama ukiona mtu akona unasema, I wish one day I can also have that. Now we have that. Even if it's body goals, yes. And let me tell you one thing that I've learned, like for me, because that is one thing I used to tell God. You see, when you give birth to increase kidogo, and I used to tell God, if I can just reduce, nisifike tu, like, I used to say that I'm big, and yes, I used to be big, but I never used to love myself. But out there when you go, you hear people telling you, wow, unakwaga na shape supu. Manze, I will wish to have a a shape like yours. Yes, I have shape, I have a good shape, but there's some parts in my body I used to tell God, no, I didn't want this. But God finally amenitendea hiyo. Why don't I just celebrate it? Why don't I just celebrate the two small wins that I am seeing in my body? Like for me, I'm trying to live in that, like if you see me now, you'll just know I'm happy. You'll just know that Helen is happy. Nyambu ako sawa. Because God fulfill what I wanted. And I'm living in this moment. I'm celebrating this milestone. And I will do like what I'm supposed to do, to just be happy until I go to another step, until I make another step. So maybe you're there, you hata wewe unasema ni reduce, maybe unasema God bless me with a kid. Mungu akikubariki na huyo mtoto, ukipatiwa those body goals, kama unataka reduce and then you reduce, haya kama unataka kunaona and then unaone. Enjoy mama, dress that body of yours. Slay, love that body. Hey manze, we. Because that is what we normally forget. We normally forget to celebrate what we have. Na hiyo tutaargue at you. I know most of us we do that. Unaambia Mungu nataka kwenda kwa one bedroom, maybe you are staying in a bed sit or maybe a single room. You tell God I want to go to one bedroom, or if you are staying in a one bedroom you want to go to two bedroom. And then when God anakutoka hiyo anakupeleka kwa hii, you don't see, you don't appreciate, you don't as in haukai kwa hiyo nyumba ukiwa happy. Why? You asked God for it na amekupatia hivi. Why don't you appreciate? Because as we human, I think sijui what happens, kaka kitu kanatondokea ya kusahau nilikuwa naitishaga hii na nimepewa, nitafanya aje ni celebrate. Like how will I do? I live like happy. Ni celebrate this thing that I've been given. I'm here to tell you, stop like wishing nipate kubwa zaidi ya hii. The small that you have, hiyo kidogo uko nayo, ipende, embrace, stay in that. Your whole, like, be fully there, be fully mentally, physically, be fully there. And then when God will take you to that step, another step, move. Okay? So usikae hapo unasema nataka nini na uoni yenye uko nayo. Kama ulikuwa na 2 sita sasa umepewa 3 sita. Mbona hauoni? Kama ulikuwa na afford unga 1 kg, now you can afford 2 kgs. Why are you not happy? What's happening? Be grateful, okay? Always be grateful to God. Good evening.